Heimir, the start of the World Cup qualification campaign, this is what your entire tenure so far has been leading up to. So are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I am. Mostly because the players are starting the season on a high. Everyone is playing and doing really well for their clubs. Scoring, the strikers are scoring, the wingers are scoring. A lot of captains this season for us. Nathan, Dara, Josh, even Scalesy last game, Jimmy Dunn. So we have a lot of captains, Nighty as well. So that's a good thing. That shows that there's strong mentality, there's good leadership skills in these guys, and it's growing. And then just generally playing well. So it looks good. We've been in a worse situation than we are in today, at least.
We'll talk about a lot of those players in a moment, but you mentioned a captain, and the Ireland captain for such a long time, Seamus Coleman. You've left him out. I can imagine Seamus wasn't too happy with that.
We went to Liverpool last week and had a talk. The good thing is that he's getting fitter. His numbers are good. He's close to playing, but the fact is he hasn't played for almost a year, and it's been a tough year for him. But just shows his mental strength and determination to be back, and he might even play League Cup tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if he got at least some minutes tomorrow in the League Cup. So he's getting closer, but it would have been a little bit maybe a wrong message to send to pick a player, even though with all his background, leadership skills and experience, to pick a player that hasn't played for a long time, it would be a wrong message. So hopefully he just gets his minute, and we're just eager to pick him, and he is eager to come and play for us, but understands, even though he isn't maybe not happy with it, but he understands the decision.
But as far as you and he are concerned, this isn't the end of Seamus Coleman's international career?
Absolutely not. He's getting close to be playing in the Premiership, and once he does, he's of course in our thoughts all the time.
Robbie Brady misses out this time. He's been so important to you for leadership as well, for his set-piece abilities, and for his tactical awareness.
Yeah, he will be missed, definitely be missed. But this is just how it is. We cannot expect everyone to be fit and ready for us, but that's just the life of a national team coach. He will never have all the players that he wants to have. But luckily we have good players playing his position, and we have really good adaptability in the team, so in the squad, so we can move players around, even change formations.
Ryan Manning has played further forward for you, and that's been a great success. But is he the most natural left back as you consider Hungary?
Depends on who we play in, what kind of a game we expect, what formation we are playing. So again, a versatile player can play as a defender, as a winger, and has done well for us in both jobs.
Speak to me about Bosun Lawal. He hasn't been capped yet. Only 22, I think. I mean, he's quite the prospect. Do you see him, as you speak of versatility, as a defender or as an additional midfielder?
Well, he's playing more. So the first 4 games for Stoke, he has played 1.5 games as a midfielder, 2.5 games as a central defender. So again, versatility in him. He has this physical presence. I've sometimes spoken of we probably are missing, and especially in midfield. But we called him in the June camp. There was an injury, we called him in, and he did really well. And that was the first time I've seen him, but I've heard a lot of good things from both John and Paddy. They worked with him in the under-21s, know him from the past, had him in June last year. So they knew how big of a talent he was. And he started this season really well for Stoke. Just excited to start working with him for real, and hopefully he will get his first cap, but he has plenty of time.
Is it the fact that you like physicality? It's particularly in your midfield. I mean, you know, Killian Phillips is quite a big guy. Taylor as well.
Yeah, we need, in some games, definitely we need physicality in some games. It just depends on what kind of a game it is. But it's always good to have the options of changing the profile of the players if needed. I think yesterday we saw a game where Liverpool and Newcastle were playing, and it was all about physicality and mentality. That 10 men just outplayed 11 players that were champions last season. So sometimes just games are like this. You need mentality and physicality.
Do you think that's how Ireland can qualify?
Definitely can be one of our trumps to have physicality, but always, I think Irish players should always give everything they have, no matter what their size is, but they should always give everything they have. They should go for every battle ahead of them, whether it's a 50-50 or a 30-70.
Josh Cullen, captaining Burnley, scoring goals back in the Premier League. You know, maybe the rest has done him good as well.
Yeah. He started with a bang. I was actually watching the game, and he did brilliantly as a defensive midfielder for Burnley that game. But then scoring and having an assist was just, top of the ice cream for him. No, it was a really good game for him, and hopefully he will continue on that path.
Looking up to the forwards then, Ferguson in Italy, were you surprised that he went to AS Roma? It seems like a bit of a left field move.
No, I think that was a calculated move for him. I think so. It's good to change environment. And if you've seen him, he looks fit, sharp, and saw the game, physical. It's tough to play as a striker in Italy. There's going to be a lot of tough defenders around you, but he coped with it really well. And hopefully he brings that form to us. One more game for him before we meet, and hopefully he does well again.
And then Troy Parrott, 10 goals so far. Can you accommodate both of them in the same team?
Yeah. I normally, when with Iceland, we play two strikers, so that's always an option. Again, it depends on what kind of game we're expecting. Do we need more bodies in midfield, etc.? So, no, definitely, I think all of the strikers we have can play together.
Chidozie Ogbene back, that's a boost, and Sami Szmodics as well.
Yeah, so left out again in June, not completely ready. It would have been nice to have them, but we thought it was better for them to have a rest, and luckily they start the season injury free and playing well. So I know it's early days for Chio, but hopefully he will grow every game, and it's going to be both of them are going to be vital in our campaign for the World Cup.
It's a huge week for Irish football in terms of the clubs, the fact that both Shelbourne and Shamrock Rovers could make group stage football. I know you've been to the games. How close was it to getting a League of Ireland player in the squad?
Well, at least we had two in the preliminary squad, and some players have done really well, especially in the European matches, and it just shows the growth of the league here. I think the league is getting more recognised, and if you watch Rovers play, they feel comfortable when they are playing. So tactical confidence in them playing these games against opponents they have never kind of seen before. So I think this will just help not only these teams to grow, but the league in itself. Others will need to follow, and hopefully, and it's a big possibility. We have two teams in the Conference League, and that's then playing until January, and that's again another bonus for them in the league.
Ireland fans haven't been at a World Cup since 2002. It's a long time ago, and you are carrying the hopes of a nation. A heavy burden on your shoulders?
No, just excitement. I know it's positivity. I feel the positivity around the camp, and just meeting people out in the streets, and we all so much want to give them that experience to go to US in the summer and play the World Cup. But we recognise as well that we have tough opponents. But we go with confidence, we go with the belief that we are going there, and everything that we have been doing is a plan towards the game on the 6th against Hungary. And that is the vital game. Basically, that's all in. We need to be all in that game. And a win there means that others will be chasing us. If we don't win, we will be chasing others. So, of course, it's just a hugely important game, and I hope the supporters will show up. I think it's going to be a sellout, but supporters come and make some noise and help the guys win Hungary, because that's what we aim at, winning at home, our first game, start on a front foot, and then a tough travel to Armenia, and a difficult ground to play. Much better team than the FIFA ranking tells you. So deceiving number on the FIFA ranking. I've seen a lot of games running, and there's really good players and a tricky place to go to.
Well, Heimir, we wish you the very best of luck, and if you can start with 2 wins, that'd be a great start. As they say in Irish, to Sokma Lana Hibra means a good start makes half the work done.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks a lot.